What's good, everyone? Thank you for popping into Comic Con's podcast.
Yeah.
I am your one half of your host, Jules, and I got my brother next to me.
King Castro X in the building, baby.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. So, if you're new to this, this is a comic book. Everything about comics, actually. Everything about comics, action figures, whole bunch of nerdy shit.
All things pop culture. We're about to get nerdy on you.
We're about to get hella nerdy. But today, man, we got some topics, some really interesting topics. We're gonna get into those, but how have you been, man?
I have been good. I want to plug up really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we did our first episode of the Comic Con's podcast,
right?
Which is this podcast, last week here at Impulse Creations, where you can get 30% off all subscriptions and pre-orders. But we finished up our episode, man, and we were on the way out, and my guy running the store here dropped us like 12 topics. He did what we were doing, but he was like, yo, I have a way for you guys to be more efficient and bring more relatable or current news. And he dropped us like 12 topics, so shout out to my man. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was really cool. So my boy right here brought up that we have some topics. So some of these topics are things that he suggested that we look into, and we're really excited to share that with you guys tonight. You asked me how I've been. I've been fantastic. Just spending time with the wife in between jobs currently. I have a job, but it's an in-between job. Like, it's not a job I'm going to stay at forever. You know what I mean? But it's a job that, like, I'm fucking doing right now, and I'm there.
You're right. No, I feel you. I've been chilling, man. I'm just trying to stay consistent with the other podcasts. I haven't had anybody in a while. I feel like that's more of the like wheel crusher right there, man. This is when nobody's popping or nobody seems interested. But
have you thought about doing solo episodes?
Yeah, I just don't know what to talk about.
just let it off your chest. You know
I know, man. But sometimes I want to do that, but I don't want to have like false information sometimes, or talk about like world topics.
I hear
not
you.
Really.
I hear you. I believe in you, man. I think you could do some solo.
Oh.
I also have not been doing the With All Due Respect podcast in quite some time, just due to life and things.
Yeah.
I know you've been reading a lot of comics this week.
A lot. That's all I do. I told you, man. I work overnight, so just
this guy has like the coolest job in the world. If you want to tell him what you do,
I just sell weed and read comic books
all night. No, nothing else. There's no other tasks that need to be fulfilled. He reads comics, watches YouTube, and fucking sells weed. I am so jealous. I want this job,
man. It's pretty dope, man.
I haven't got to read very many comics this week. I didn't get to read really any comics this week. Just like I said, due to the fact me and the wife are moving, we got a lot going on, man. So I've been busy. I'm gonna try to pick something up this week and read a little bit. I did get to do a tiny bit of research. I got to watch The Last of Us, which we'll be talking about here shortly. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get to read as much, unfortunately. Yeah, forgot what I was gonna say. But if you want to pick up, man.
Yeah, man. I was reading, of course, if you guys saw the last episode, Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing. I finished 1 and 2. What else do I got? I started the new one, the Joker, and that one's really good. It goes in with a young Gordon, and he's
I love young Gordon angles, man. Young Gordon storylines.
Yeah, and so he's in Chicago.
Okay.
And I guess he was, doing the whole good cop thing, and they wanted to transfer him, and basically they were like, let Gotham handle him. And he was at this bar or whatever, and he was talking to the owner, who was a retired cop, and he was like, Gordon, have you saw the devil yet? I was like, what do you mean? I saw a lot of bad shit. I was in the war, I worked I worked on the force. He was like, no, when you close your eyes, do you see this person every day? That's who the devil is.
It's beautiful dialogue,
right? And he goes in, the retired cop goes in. He was like, I responded to this call, and this guy was eating this girl's face off, and he smiled at me and offered me a piece, and then he threw the knife at me and got away, and I never got him again. There was no other murders, but every time I go to sleep, I see him, and that's the devil. And Gordon was like, okay, cool or whatever. And and the retired cop was like, there's good, and then, or there's justice, and then there's evil. Mm-hmm. And if you encounter evil, aim for the head. And I was like, that's just such a beautiful quote, because there's people who do bad things, but then there's the Joker, and then there's people who...
Maniacs.
Yep, and then the page I left off on is when Gordon went to Gotham. He was like, I witnessed the devil. I see him every night, and it was Joker. And I was like...
Now, let me ask you this. What issue is this? What book is this?
It's the Joker.
Okay, so this is this is something current. I want to make sure I know. If you want to show the cam. Yeah. So that's the Joker issue, what?
Number 1. So there's like a lot. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one.
So I wonder if they're building up the Joker as the devil or whatever. Like, he's the guy they're talking about.
For sure. And then this one, I really love this cover because it oh my goodness, it was
Spawn Batman variant.
There we go.
Or is that Spawn Bat? That's Spawn Joker.
Yeah, Spawn and Joker, but it was hyping up the Batman versus Spawn issue, and this right here has to be one of my favorite comic books so far. This one, and what's the other one I'm reading?
I know you've been reading a lot of Punchline.
Yeah. Oh, the puzzle box is good. The Joker puzzle box, but this one in particular is really good because, again, like I said last time, there was 2 Jokers. Or no, I don't know if we talked about this one last time.
So I read issue 1 of the Joker. Man Who Stopped Laughing. It's actually in my collection. I haven't been collecting the other books yet. I need to grab the other books. But I think we did discuss issue 2 last week.
Yeah.
About just to make sure I'm following. This is the one where Batman and Joker. No, that's a duo. Or
that's Deadly Duo.
Where there's multiple Jokers.
Yeah.
There's imposter Jokers. Okay, so talk to me about this book in particular.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I just finished 2, actually.
I remember issue 1 starts with Joker returning to Gotham.
Yeah, okay, so, yes. So, he returns to Gotham, and it was Riddler, Two-Face, and... who was that?
Silas, Black Mask?
Yeah, Black Mask. So, Joker has an epiphany. Okay, I'm going to go to Los Angeles. So, he goes in there, does his thing, and then issue 2 picks up with this hooded figure, and he's at this a mill or some building, and it's ran down, and these not homeless guys, these thugs went up to him, and he was like, hey, what happened here? I was like, this has been shut down a long time ago, and blah, blah, blah. But they ended up getting into it, and come to find out it's Joker. And he has, like, a hole in his head. And I'm like, what's going on?
And this is in L.A.?
No, it's in Gotham.
Okay.
So Joker is supposed to... No. Joker is supposed to be in L.A., but he's also in Gotham. There's 2 Jokers.
Wait, what?
There is 2 Jokers. Have no idea how this happened.
Spoiler alert, kids.
Yeah. Well, most of our comments are going to be spoilers. Sorry.
Because we got to go into detail.
Yeah, we have to go into detail.
There's something else I want to say on that as well, guys. We review current comics as well as back issue comics.
Yeah.
We review whatever the hell we're reading. Whatever we want to talk about, that's kind of the vibe. So, if you guys don't want to hear about back issues, fast forward. But we're currently reviewing something current, so stay tuned.
But yeah, man, so people are confused because he's supposed to be in L.A., but... it's Joker, and he pulls up on Harley, and this for some reason hit me a lot harder. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was making a joke that Joker really loved Harley, and she was like, "No, all the things he did to her, it was good." Okay, that's cool, but for the Joker to even have that type of partner or a girlfriend shows a lot. But this Joker, for some reason, is compassionate. He doesn't find humor in anger or violence. So he goes to Harley, and they had their conversation, but he also had like an internal monologue. And he was like, it doesn't matter what happens, I can always go back to her because she's my home away from home. And he was telling Harley, like, I'm sorry, just all this other stuff. And so
this is different than normal Joker.
Yeah.
Normally I hate Joker and Harley's relationship. Really? I like seeing them together, but the abuse and things like that, it's tough.
Yeah, no, of course the abuse, but this one here, again, I don't know how there's two Jokers, but just the intimacy that he was showing to her. And what made me laugh, because this man a freak, because he was like,
I think you sent me a picture.
Yeah, of course you can't put titties in it. Well, I'm pretty sure you can, but he was like, yeah, man, she has the nice pair of T's, and he was like, I love when she spread her L's, and I'm like, L. I was like, oh, that's gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly a freak. Anyway, so it goes off back to Joker in Los Angeles. And he was like, yeah, man, everybody thinks I'm in LA. I'm like, where are you at now?
Where are you at, bro?
Yeah, because his men was like, hey, we need to do something, you know, or whatever, or capitalize on what we just did, because they had like a mass murder in different states.
Really?
Yeah, for the Joker. They're just killing people. And Joker was like, no, we need to let this simmer, because we just had like this big ass takeover or whatever, and I think that's where it ended. But I'm really looking forward to it. You're gonna have to read the second one, but it's for really sure. Good.
But you got into issue 3, right?
Issue 3, yeah. This is there 4? There's probably 4. I think I picked up the 4th one, but yeah, this is number 3, and I love this one because, of course, the Spawn and Batman variant.
So
cover.
This is the one where Joker's sentimental about Harley and things like that.
Yeah, because for some reason he was, so in the first one, I don't know if I brought this up, but he was telling what makes a good joke, you know, and all this stuff. But he was like, well, recently I just stopped finding it fascinating or finding life funny, and it just.
Hence, the man who stopped laughing.
Yeah, but he's depressed as shit.
Yo,
it's crazy.
A depressed Joker.
A depressed Joker is not a good time.
Yeah, it does not sound
because
fun.
I'm like, man, I feel bad for him. But now there's 2, so I'm not sure if, because the Joker that's in Los Angeles knows about the Joker in Gotham. The Joker in Gotham is supposed to be dead. So I don't know if they split him to make him more ruthless. You know.
So what if one side is the laughing Joker, the other side is the Let me tell you something, okay? You know what I'm upset about?
What's that?
Is that every time they do a multiple Joker storyline, I seem to miss it. Some years back with DC Rebirth, they did, supposedly there were 3 Jokers. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to follow up on that storyline. I'm very sad
definitely
about
gonna. I think there's the graphic novel on Amazon. I think I saved it.
You were telling me the other day about the duo, Batman Joker duo.
Deadly Duo, yeah.
Deadly Duo, and there's multiple Jokers. Haven't read it, and now the man who stopped laughing. There's multiple Jokers. I need to get on these multiple Jokers.
Man, the Deadly Duo it's where it's at, because I mean it shows. It just shows like really 2 opposite forces coming together for a common cause, but it's just these genetic things. It's crazy how fast they can regenerate and how ruthless they are. Like, again, that tooth grew into something and ate a bat and became a Joker bat. Like, it's crazy.
That's vicious.
Yeah, and we still don't know who is making the other Jokers or what's going on. But I'm looking forward to that issue. I'm not sure if they dropped a new one yet.
Right on.
But
so I definitely want to check out issues 2 and 3 of The Man Who Stopped Laughing. I don't know if 4 came out yet. I'll holla at my guy about it. Coming soon over here at Impulse Creations, where they got a great selection of independent comic books, and you get 30% off all subscriptions and pre-orders. So check out Impulse Creations.
I know. I need to get me a subscription here.
You definitely should.
On something. So is it monthly? You have to pay monthly?
You do. Well, it depends on when the book drops. So like a lot of books drop monthly or bi-weekly or bi-monthly. So
and you just pay for the book, or
you just get And
so it's not like a Netflix account.
So here's the deal: is what happens is they hold it for you. Right?
Okay.
Versus a lot of times when a book's put on a shelf, if you don't get it when it's on that shelf, it's gone. You know what I mean? But they get you a copy and it's put back every single month. You'll always be able to look for issue number 4, and then that following month, guess what you get?
Issue number 5.
So there's plenty of benefits to getting a subscription.
Yeah.
Some stores even offer discounts, like a 30% off discount on all subscriptions and pre-orders. So ladies and gentlemen, check them out. Check them
Right.
out.
But I love this the comic book store, man.
It's a dope store.
It's just something about it. It's retro, but it still gives you that. Or not retro means old, right?
That means back in the day.
It's newer, but it gives you that retro feel.
So what I love most about
and it's
Impulse,
spacious.
there's quite a bit of space. Great selection. What I love most about this store, though, is they have by far the best independent comic book collection that I've seen in all of Tulsa. So the fact that they give shelving storage, room for independent creators to have their place in a store is the coolest thing in the world to me. I love it. If you know anything about me, you know I'm about lifting up and coming artists, building up talent, creators, what I'm saying, all the way around. So that is my favorite thing about Impulse, is that a big majority of the books are a bunch of independent books. They do have newer books such as Spider-Man's, the Batman's. They keep all that too, but they also give shelf space for independent creators, and that to me, I'm all the way about it. So that's my favorite thing about this place. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful store. Staff is great. Fun story. I don't know if I revealed this to you guys. We're gonna keep talking about comics shortly. Bear with us. Fun story about Impulse Creation. So my very first podcast interview many moons ago on a show called Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop under Geek World Network was my first podcast company, if you will.
Yeah.
I interviewed the owner. I came in here, it was me and my boy Itano. Shout out Itano. He did a stint on With All Due Respect, not With All Due Respect, I Live With My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop back in the day. As I said, guys, that was my first show. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's on YouTube. You can find it. Don't dig for it. It's embarrassing at times. But also a lot of good content about comic books and movies and fucking games and shit if you want that. But it's going to be predated. But anyway, I got to do an interview with the owner here, and shout out to him for that. That was really cool. So to get to do that and then come back many moons later,
right,
and here I am podcasting live in this store, as well as literally right over there, ladies and gentlemen, is where me and my wife got the opportunity to get married by Kevin Smith. That's where we ended up getting married on 11/11. One of the happiest days of my life, if not the happiest fucking day of my life. Shout out to my wife for letting me get married in a comic book shop,
right,
by the man, the myth, the legend, my biggest role model, the reason I started podcasting, Kevin Smith. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right in this store. So this store is forever going to hold one of the most special places in my heart as well. So, they got multiple things going, as well as 30% off on all subscriptions and discounts. Anyway,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But anyway, man, I'm a big fan of the store.
Yeah.
Do you know your first time coming to Impulse? Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. So me and my son's mom, we were watching Big Bang Theory,
nice,
and I really got in. I really got into it.
Good shit.
And of course,
I have a little Sheldon.
I think you showed me
Flash
that
figure, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, so we're watching that, and of course they enjoyed comic books, and I'm like, man, we should check out some comic book store or whatever. And we were just looking one up, and it was it was a couple miles away from my house, so we're like, well, let's go to this one. And we came in not knowing what comic books to.
So was this your first comic book store? All around?
Yep. Yeah. So
took your comic book virginity, kids. Continue, man. Go tell your story.
Make sure you get your sleeves and sleeves and boards.
Boards and backing. I think boards and
bagging.
Sleeves. I don't know. No. Boards are. Anyway,
that's cool. Anyway, we came in. I thought these right here, these comics were just ads, about other graphic novels.
Yes, you did.
I did not know that, so I was buying $70 of graphic novels type shit. And it's not until I went to California months later I found out that these are issues. Yeah. But yeah, man, that was my first time. I was really excited just to see the collection, and now I'm looking forward to reading comics. It gives it that new feel of the things that you can't see in the movie, you can see in a book.
I agree.
And I feel like having the imagination as well gives it that movie effect.
the art as well is so beautiful. Let me ask you this about comic books. I know we got topics to get to. Do you read in a voice or do you read in your voice? Because like when I read Batman, I hear Kevin, I'm Batman.
Really?
Kevin Conroy, and I hear like Mark Hamill's Joker. Like when you read comics, do you hear a voice? If I read anything Iron Man, I hear Robert Downey Jr. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, is that you or what do you do when you read? Are you
Yeah, I think it's just me, man.
Really?
Yeah, and then
my wife is the same way. She just hears her. I'm like, it's so boring. Like I had a voice to that thing, man.
I need to get into the habit of reading instead of talking when I read a book. Because when I read, I'm trying to read as if I'm talking instead of reading as if I'm having a dialogue with somebody. Because, of course, they'll have the commas or the exclamation points. So I try to pick those up because if you just read it ongoing, it's going to blur together, then it's not going to make sense. And
reading is a skill, man.
Yeah, I mean, and getting into comic books, I noticed that, especially when it has different dialogues, and you have to, see who's saying this first and all this other stuff. So, it's been a joy, man. It's been a joy. I'm glad that I picked up this hobby or lifestyle.
Me as well. It's a lifestyle.
Talk to me about this issue right here. So this is a back issue.
Yeah. This is the back issue. So I was going to ask you about this. So when it says 94 or 100 and something, I thought it was the continuation of a storyline. And I don't think that's the case now because 92, Batman 92 to 94 was the, what does it say? The Dark Knight prepared for war. And it goes into issue 95 to 100 or 100 and something. And that's the Joker War. And I'm not sure what that war is just yet, but yeah, these 3 issues, and it also.
So, are you asking if this is a continuation or
So yes, yes or no. So obviously, 92 all the way to 100 is the Joker War, but I thought it was a continuation of a storyline. Like number 1 has to tie into 94. That's what I thought.
This is issue 94, right? One thing you got to understand about comic books is there's it's just like anime, right? When you watch anime, you get 4 or 5 episodes of one arc, and then after that they give you a filler, and then they go into another storyline.
Okay, and that's how this is,
and that's how it works a lot of times. Because you get an arc. You get onto your high, and then you go back down. They live their life again. Then you go back up. Then you go down.
Because when you got that Nightwing 100, I'm like,
yes, sir.
There's 99 more issues of Nightwing that you don't know nothing about.
Very true.
But I didn't know.
Got the best issue.
See, if people just put anime into real life perspective, I think I will. I think I could run the world.
Give the man an anime metaphor.
I can be the first Black Hokage.
Big fat, you are the first Black Hokage. The first Black Smoke Hokage.
I love it.
That was probably Snoop Dogg, to be honest.
Probably.
He took that a long fucking time ago.
I saw this picture. It was like Snoop Dogg. He was the Kage of the tree or of the smoke or something. It was pretty dope.
So yes, this is it's attached to the storyline. Like I said, it's issue 94, but it's you probably caught it somewhere in an arc or in a valley. Like it's just up and down. It's all together.
And also, this introduces Punchline. For y'all who don't know,
this book introduces Punchline.
Number 92, excuse me, 92 introduces Punchline. And for you guys, I mean, it's an official introduction because she was in Batman 87, if I remember, 87 or 83, but they only showed her mouth. And this is like a full body of Punchline. Really? Beautiful,
so
beautiful
this is like
girl.
The first reveal.
Yeah, first reveal. Body. And for y'all who don't know who this is, she is Joker's new girlfriend. I'm all for it. She is gangster.
So I haven't read anything about Punchline yet.
Gangster.
So I'm a little biased to Harley Quinn. I'm going to keep that honest.
Hey, all I'm saying is Harley and...
Is Joker mean to Punchline too?
I haven't seen their interaction, but let me. I'm about to nerd over Punchline right now.
That's what I need you to do.
So basically,
that's why
92 is of course the introduction of Punchline, and it's her towards the middle or end of the book, if I remember correctly.
Thought I heard something. Freaked me out.
Harley and Catwoman go to the broker.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who that is?
I do not offhead. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think I'm saying his name correct, but it's like the broker or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he steals he steals from crooked people money or whatever. But Harley and Catwoman pull up, and of course Harley knows Bruce is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So she stole his offshore account, and she wants to put all his money into her account. Well, when they get there, Punchline is there, and her and Harley go back and forth, and she was like, y'all look like jokes, like y'all not funny, but if y'all are the jokes, then I'm the punchline. And I was like, that's gangster. So they start fighting, and Punchline slits Harley throw her in the sewer or whatever, and then she shoots Catwoman, and then it ends. 93 ends with Punchline calling Joker, and she was like, I did it. He was like, no, tell me. She was like, Joker, you are $100 billion richer. And he just starts laughing, and it's amazing.
That's tough. So with the way you describe it, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the. I said I didn't like. I'm a Harley
Did you see the
Quinn
picture?
bias.
Have you seen what you look like?
Yes, I've seen
Okay.
it. I'm Harley. You can show the audience if you'd like. I'm Harley Quinn biased, but with the way you explained it, you kind of got me excited about a new girlfriend for Mr. J, right?
Yeah, because
Harley's been out on her own thing,
well, she's fucking Poison Ivy
and Catwoman and the Birds of Prey, all of them, just the whole gang.
I'm all for.
I don't know if that's very true.
Yeah,
but
me either. But I know for sure Poison Ivy.
You think Harley smashing Poison Ivy?
They have a whole issue. The Eat, Bang, Kill tour. I got it for Aquila.
That's tough.
They fuck almost every page. Not really.
So it's just like a pornographic magazine, basically. Is what you got.
But damn, there is a.
So what are you showing us here?
Oh, I was gonna show the camera, but I haven't read it, so I didn't want to like skim through it.
So you haven't read issue 94, and you brought it to the table.
It was with me. To remind me of 92, 93.
Nice.
But when I have downtime, I was going to read this one.
100%.
Yeah.
You gotta see
so before
you call Jules out loud.
I know, man. I was like, damn.
Bro.
No, it was when I was over there, I was going to chill by myself and read, but you and your wife graciously invited me to breakfast.
We did.
I appreciate it.
So one thing I want to get into, if we're done with comic book reviews.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Also, shout out to James Tinian. This is written by Tinian. Really dope writer.
Okay.
The Last of Us. Just dropped. Episodes 1 and 2 are out tomorrow because we record on Saturdays at Impulse Creations, where you get 30% off all. Y'all know the deal by now, yeah? All subscriptions and pre-orders. Episodes 1 and 2 are out. Episode 3 comes out tomorrow. Did you watch it?
Yep, 1 and 2. It was beautiful. I love how they...
Are you a fan of the game? Did you get to play the game?
Yeah, so I played the first one when it came out.
Yes, we get to talk for real.
Yeah, I played the first one, and that's where the storyline is going. I played the second one, but I sold it.
I didn't know the second one was out.
Yeah, the second one been out
it's not on PC.
Been out for quite some time.
I need the second one.
Yeah, the second one's good. It's Ellie. Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, keep all of that to yourself. I do not need to know anything. I love The Last of Us. So, okay, let's get into the show. First and foremost, how do you feel about the casting?
I was watching it. I'm like, they literally just brought the game characters to life.
They did,
which blows my mind.
Now, Ellie in the game, if I'm not incorrect, it's voiced and played by Ellen Page.
I can't tell you.
And Juno in the game. It looks like it's played by Juno. I think I may be wrong, but I think I'm pretty right. But I love the casting of Ellie in The Last of Us TV show. It's absolutely brilliant. The girl is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love her attitude.
The sassiness,
she's hilarious. But then she also has like an understanding of like when enough is enough. Like there's a scene in episode I think it is 2 where they're in some building and they're like, yo, we got to keep it down, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And she does some like that, and she's like, that's enough. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, she understands when to settle the fuck down, but she's also hilarious. I love the character. I think Joel, is pretty fire as well. The first time I saw the guy that played Joel was in Narcos, and it was phenomenal. The storyline is great. Obviously, it's like literally, I think maybe about 20 minutes in, as soon as they get past the neighbors becoming zombies or whatever's going on with the fungus. Also, the idea of the fungus thing, like
being alive,
that's that's real. That's real shit. Like that can happen. You know what I'm saying? So, it's beautiful. My bad. I'm just rambling though. I'm not talking about it. You talk. You tell us what you think.
Yeah, man. Well, going back to Ellie, I really enjoyed the kid side to her, especially when they were in that hotel.
I do too.
When they were in the water or whatever.
I do too.
You know, and it just shows it shows like human nature, you know, and I feel like the way we adapt to things, because of course her being different and being kept in a cage or whatever, or
was she kept in a cage?
Not really, but like.
But you, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, she didn't have a childhood per se, because now she has this gift or this immunity. But just to know that she still wants to play or still wants to have that good time, especially in the game, when she was just asking about all these things, like what was life before this? What was a movie theater? What was ice cream? You know
what's so beautiful about the fact that she's able to maintain not necessarily positivity, but this wittiness, this sassiness, this having a good time, right? You know what's so beautiful about that is that the world around her is literally went to shit, and she's still able to maintain that. And I feel like that adds to her character. The fact that she tries to keep, and I don't know if it's consciously she does it or unconsciously, but it's definitely poetic in a sense. Like everything around me is shit, so I'm gonna make sure I'm good.
Well, I think to play on that, you got to understand, almost everybody she's around knew what life was before,
and she's a kid. She was
born in that, so it's nothing new to her. You know, and I feel like that's what gives her a little more, because you see Joel is more serious. He's lost people. He's a badass. That girl, you know, she's lost people. She had to do shit.
Did you see the scene? Spoiler alert. Can we do spoilers a little bit?
We're talking about 1 and 2, yeah.
We're here to do that.
Yeah, we're here.
The fucking end scene to, I think, is it 2? With what's her name? Not Terry. What's that girl's name?
The girl who blew up?
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm bad with names, Joe.
Bro, with the fucking zombie, and then when she's standing there, she opens her mouth.
Like, and what? Like, I don't.
I'll get that part. That was weird. I don't know. Me and my wife looked at each other like, that's some white people shit. Hey, man, it was different, bro. It was different, but it was brutal.
What if that's a foreshadow to something?
So my wife explained it like this. Her hand and stuff was still twitching, like she was trying to get away. She was like, what if the fungi had already started to take over her, and in some way it was controlling her to just stand there and make out with that zombie? That's how my wife explained. I don't know. Another thing that I'm absolutely in love with, that I felt like they slayed. You've played The Last of Us. They murdered the clickers.
Oh my!
They made them look just like the game.
Man,
phenomenal.
Why
do I sound like phenomenal?
Phenomenal, man.
Phenomenal, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Fucking hit that. Man. They did that. The Last of Us. It's out.
The clickers is one of the scariest zombies that
noise they make. I can't. It was terrifying, but they killed it. Don't laugh at me. They did that shit.
Yeah, they did.
It looked identical. I'm hyped. I'm very hyped. Tomorrow, episode 3. You know what I'm saying? You guys can watch this on HBO Max as well. I don't know. Like, I was a big fan of the game. So to see that they're doing the show and they're doing it pretty much accurately, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first little tiny piece of the show with Joel and his daughter aren't necessarily in the game. I think the game picks up
at the beginning.
I think the game picks up whenever you're he just wakes her up. We gotta go, and then they hop in the truck and you're driving. Like, that's where the game starts. If I'm not incorrect, I may be incorrect, guys. You can let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, man, everything else is pretty dope. You know, I mean, they may add or take away some things here and there, but it's so good, Jules.
I really enjoy The Last of Us. The second one's good. I didn't finish it, but you'll like it. You'll really like it.
So, I got a question for you. I know you did a little bit of research on this matter. Lazarus Pit. Tell us a little bit about that, man. I know nothing on the Lazarus Pit.
So I don't know a lot about it. It's Lazarus Planet.
Lazarus Planet. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so they are dropping the Lazarus Planet issues. There's going to be multiple issues, but like different topics. And topic is probably a bad word, but like this last one, I'll go show you when we're done here. It was Aquaman, We Used to Be Gods, issue 1.
Such a I told Jules
That
yesterday
was
when he told me
gangster.
that would
We
be
Used
such
to
a
Be
hard ass album name by J. Cole. We used to be gods. Like he would eat that. Anyway.
And then the one before that is like the destruction of Krypton or something. Issue 1. So they're gonna have issue 1, but it's gonna be like Superman, Aquaman.
Right. They're starting up the storyline.
Yeah. Which is cool, but we're gonna have to, if you guys want us to go through that storyline, there's probably about 10, 11 comics beforehand that like talks about what Lazarus Planet is. And the first mention is Batman and Superman World's Finest, issue 1 through 5. And then I think it goes into Batman versus Robin, issue 1 through something. And then there's another one. And then I think it kicks off Lazarus Planet. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Again, I don't know a lot about it or what's going to happen. But I heard it's going to be fire. And people are really looking forward to it.
For sure. So that's something I definitely need to look into as well then. It sounds interesting. One of the books that I'm most excited for coming out. Okay, so I read Nightwing issue 100.
Yeah.
The news is out. Nightwing is the leader of the Justice League.
So should I cop that?
Issue 100?
Yeah, because there's one over there. I mean,
I would.
Okay.
It's a special issue. To me, I'm just so happy to see Robin in the place he is now, if you will. Robin, Dick Grayson, Nightwing.
That's your favorite.
So supposedly, the new Teen Titans. Sorry, I had to check my notes. The new series, the Titans new series basically is replacing Justice League. Okay. So that means that the Titans are now the Justice League. Like they're filling that entire space. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Batman and Superman and all of them are going to do. Maybe
that was my question.
But I'm really excited for that. It's so cool to see the sidekicks, the youngsters, the kids who are adults now. They're all, pretty grown. But, it's after all this time. Yeah. And excuse me. Now that you said that, in Young Justice. Are you getting excited? Yeah, I'm very excited. So in Young Justice, they said that he was like, if you don't want us to do these missions, why you train us the way you did? And I think that just ties in beautiful, like, the what is the word I'm looking for? The kid aspect. I forgot what that's called. But like you said, they grow into adults and now you get to become the hero. You get to be I think that's so cool, man. Adolescent. That's what I was looking for. Adolescence. For so many years, sidekicks have had to be sidekicks. You know what I'm saying? And now is their time. Now is their day. Yeah. With Nightwing leading the Justice League, quotations, Titans, to protect the world that we know and love. I see good things, man. I trust in Dick Grayson. I feel like he's gonna lead our people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so stoked that fucking it's Dick Grayson. Out of all Rob, like he's the guy. He's been the guy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of Dick Grayson, now that you say he's been the guy, and so I'll talk about this in future Comic Con's podcast. But I'm reading the DC versus Vampires, and Batman was telling the Bat family, who this individual was who told him about the vampire invasion, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know him, but Dick, he knows him." Because he's been here from the beginning, he got the most experience, and just the way Batman was talking about him, it was like he was there for it all, basically, and just to see the OG-ness. I was going to say that of him,
was pretty gangster, and it also showed his superiority in the Super Sons as well. Or was it Super Sons?
That was Damien.
No,
wasn't it?
yeah. Okay, excuse me. Not Super Sons. It was Son of Batman or Batman versus Robin. It was one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
And
Animated movie.
Yep, animated movie. And,
I think he's in both actually.
yeah, and Robin, Damien was like, I was raised by Ra's al Ghul to kill. You know, I'm better than you. And he was like, I was raised by Batman. And every time he fought Ra's, he was whooping his ass. And it was gangster.
I'm a big fan of Damien as well. Dick Grayson is my Robin. At the end of the day, he's one of my favorite characters. Nightwing is one of my favorite characters of all time. He's cool as shit. He's stylish. My man got acrobatics. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
And he got Starfire.
He did. I don't care for Starfire.
Hey, Young Justice episode 1 when she got out the shower.
Starfire and Young Justice?
Was it Young Justice? Not Young Justice. It was Teen Titans.
Titans.
The Teen Titans animated series. No, what was it?
Yeah, because I don't remember her getting... Is it one of the Teen Titans animated films?
Yes. Yeah. It was a TV show. It was...
a TV show.
It was... What was it?
My man talking about Starfire getting out the shower. I ain't seen this.
Oh my goodness! It's when Damian Wayne he got put in the Justice League and Starfire is there.
That's Teen Titans, the Judas Contract, or I may be incorrect on that as well.
It was Teen Titans. I'm gonna have to look it up, guys.
I don't know.
My apologies, but yeah. So in that one, Starfire is the leader. Oh, I remember. It was in the Justice League versus
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, that's what it was.
I've always been more of a Raven fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Raven guy.
Man.
Something about the goth.
Yeah. And especially with Wednesday coming out.
I ain't seen it. I just, you know what I'm saying? My wife give me goth vibes. She don't dress gothy, but, you know what I'm saying? I love my wife. So
all I'm saying.
And my wife really mean like Raven, so it goes hand in hand. Anyway, I'm excited, bro. Mm-hmm. Teen Titans on the way, replacing the Justice League book. I am collecting every single issue.
When's it come out again for everybody?
I'm actually uncertain.
Okay.
I am.
Let me know because I definitely want to cop that. They have some Teen Titans over there that I wanted to get into, but they don't have the full collection. But I used to love Teen Titans when I was younger.
I'm a big fan of
so I'm a really big fan. You know, with Slade, with him and fighting Slade and that goth girl giving my nigga. My guy, Beast Boy. I don't know if I could say. I don't know what crowd
it's truly up to us, honestly, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, man. I was a big fan. I didn't like Teen Titans Go was cool, but
there is one more thing I do want to plug up really quick. I have a couple more topics I just want to run through fast.
Yeah.
Gotham, just to transition, segue, flawlessly. Gotham Knights TV show coming March 14th. I watched the Titans TV show. I loved season 1. Season 2 is kind of mid. Season 3 is all right.
And that's the live action.
These are the live actions. Now they're doing a Gotham Knights. The video game just recently dropped, as well as the comics going. But anyway, Gotham Knights show coming, and Robin's a female. There's only been one other female Robin as far as I know, and that's Carrie Kelly Robin in The Dark Knight Returns. So Robin is now female.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be cool. I'm going to check it out. DC be kind of ass to me when it comes to the TV shows outside of...
and that's going to be the Gotham Knights version?
Gotham Knights. Coming soon.
But I thought Robin was a guy in the game.
It's different.
Oh, it's different.
So there's been Gotham Knights multiple times. They have a old comic series of Gotham Knights from years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just same name rebranding.
Okay.
So that's really exciting. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is on the way, directed by Wes Ball. That'll be dropping sometime in 2024. I had to plug that because, as Jules knows, I am a huge Planet of the Apes fucking fan.
What's your slogan, man?
Apes together strong. Check me out on Twitch.
Right.
King Castro X Gaming. They know what's going on. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. Supposedly Loki is the strongest Avenger in the multiverse right now. Avengers,
Avenger?
yes. in Avengers Prime currently. He's now holding Thor's helmet as well as Mjolnir, whatever.
Is it a comic?
It's a comic. It's currently out right now.
I saw Alligator Loki or something like that. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. I need to do some more research. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Did you have anything else, Big Dog?
I think that's it, brother.
I'm just trying to make sure we didn't forget anything. I'll come with some comics next week, guys. Like I said, I've just been very busy. I am going to take some time to read some books this week. Maybe pick up my subscription. We'll see what we can do. We'll get some things done. Me and Jules are still looking for a book to read together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I'm waiting to read the Ninja Turtle and Batman and Ninja Turtle and Power Ranger.
I haven't picked that up yet.
I think I'm gonna wait until those are my last two because I'm excited for those.
For sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this has been the Comic Cons podcast. Jules, where can they find you?
They can find me at oh my goodness, I've never been asked that. But, I mean, I got a Facebook at Julian Corey.
I ask you that on With All Due Respect all the time.
You do?
Yeah, plug your stuff, Jules. And
okay. Okay, see,
may
different.
Your pain be champagne.
No, okay, so that was, I think it was the way
my
you
Jules.
I appreciate it. I think you worded it different because when you say where can they find you, I thought social media. So my brain. Oh, okay, well,
Jules, you're beautiful, and I love you.
Thanks, man. But I do have my own single podcast, Socks On or Off podcast. We talk about depression. We talk about different stuff with comedians.
Such a substance-filled show. It's absolutely beautiful, guys.
Music, just life stuff in general. So go check that out. It's a really good time. But that's basically it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out the With All Due Respect podcast on all streaming platforms. Jules is also on that show with me. He's my co-host there as well. He's my co-host here. There'll probably be many more shows he'll be my co-host on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, check me out on Twitch. I've recently started streaming, been building up my community. It's going really well. WYMA, for those of you that understand. Where your mom at?
Where is she at?
Yeah, where is she? Man. King Castro X Gaming on Twitch. Check me out. Check out the socials too. You know what I'm saying? Check out With All Due Respect Presents on Facebook. Check out With All Due Respect Presents on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a cool slogan like May Your Pain Be Champagne for this show.
We can throw it in there, though.
May your pain be champagne,
May your
ladies
pain
and
be
gentlemen.
champagne.
This was the Comic Cons podcast. Impulse Creations. Check them out. 30% off on all subscriptions and pre-orders. And we out. Boop, boop, boop.